Last week, I went to my trusted mechanic's shop. He's been fixing cars for 32 years. I asked him, "What do you think about electric cars?" He went quiet, looked around to make sure nobody was listening, and told me, "Honestly, I hate them. And not for the reasons you think. I hate them because they're so reliable they're going to leave me without a job." That phrase left me thinking. Today I'm going to tell you the brutal truth about electric cars that nobody is telling you. And it's not what you expect. It's not about range, it's not about price, it's not about charging times, it's about something much more important. How long they really last and why that terrifies the entire automotive industry. And stick around until the end because I'm going to reveal the most shocking fact. How many kilometers an electric car can really do before needing serious repairs. The number will leave you speechless. Before starting, let me clarify something important. I'm not an electric car fanatic. I don't work for any brand. I drive a gasoline car. But I've researched this for 6 months. I've talked to 12 different mechanics. I've analyzed data from Tesla workshops. I've interviewed owners with more than 200,000 kilometers in electrics. And what I discovered completely changed my perspective. Let's go with the truth nobody tells you. Truth number 1. Mechanics really hate them, but not for what you think. I interviewed 8 mechanics from independent workshops. The question, what do you honestly think about electrics? 7 out of 8 told me variations of the same thing. They're the end of our business. Why? A combustion car has between 2,000 and 3,000 moving parts in the engine and transmission. An electric has fewer than 20. Think about it. 20 versus 2,000. That means no oil changes every year. Zero income. No air, fuel, oil filter changes. Zero income. No spark plugs to change. Zero income. No clutch that wears out. Zero income. No exhaust that rusts. Zero income. No turbo that fails. Zero income. No injectors to clean. Zero income. No timing belt or chain. Zero income. Mechanic from Barcelona, 40 years of experience, confessed to me, 70% of my income comes from regular maintenance and engine and transmission repairs. If everyone drove electrics, I'd have to close the shop or dedicate myself to something else. This isn't theory, it's the economic reality of the industry. Truth number 2. The real durability of an electric motor is absurd. Tesla publishes data from its highest mileage cars. There are several Tesla Model S with more than 500,000 kilometers. Some exceed 1 million kilometers. Electric motor failures in those kilometers? 0. Yes, 0. The electric motor is still the original, without repairs. Let's contrast with a combustion engine. At 150,000 kilometers, first major repair, turbo, injectors, or similar. At 250,000 kilometers, more frequent repairs. At 400,000 kilometers, exceptional engines, most have already needed rebuilding. The electric motor, 1 million kilometers. Same motor, running. Why? Simple physics. An electric motor has one moving component, the rotor that spins inside the stator. That's all. No internal explosions, no temperatures of 1,000 degrees, no 3,000 revolutions per minute with pistons going up and down, no extreme metal-on-metal friction, just a rotor spinning on bearings. Smooth, silent, eternally. Electric motor engineer explained to me, a well-designed electric motor should last 1 million kilometers without internal maintenance. The limit isn't the motor, it's the bearings. And those are trivial to change if it were ever necessary. Truth number 3. Brakes last 5 times longer. This surprised even me. In normal combustion car, brake pads last 30,000 to 50,000 kilometers. In electric, 150,000 to 200,000 kilometers. How is it possible? Regenerative braking. When you lift your foot from the accelerator, the electric motor becomes a generator. It brakes the car, recovering energy. Mechanical brakes are almost never used. Tesla Model 3 owner with 180,000 kilometers showed me his original pads. They still had 60% life. In my gasoline Golf, at 80,000 kilometers, I'm already on the 3rd set of pads. Quick calculation. Gasoline car, 400,000 kilometers, 10 pad changes. Cost, 1,200 euros. Electric car, 400,000 kilometers, 2 pad changes. Cost, 240 euros. Savings, 960 euros just on brakes. Truth number 4. Maintenance is ridiculously cheap. Annual service combustion car, 250 to 400 euros. Oil, filters, inspection, labor. Annual service electric car, 80 to 120 euros. Brake inspection. Suspension, tires, battery circuit coolant every 4 years. That's all. There's nothing else to maintain. I've seen maintenance invoices for a Tesla Model S with 5 years and 120,000 kilometers. Total accumulated preventive maintenance cost in 5 years, 640 euros. My Golf in 5 years and 120,000 kilometers, 2,300 euros in regular maintenance. Difference, 1,660 euros saved. And the Tesla hasn't had a single mechanical breakdown in those 5 years. Not one. Truth number 5. The battery is not the problem everyone thinks. The big question, but the battery degrades and costs 15,000 euros to replace. Real data on Tesla battery degradation after 250,000 kilometers. Capacity loss of 10 to 15% on average. That means if the car had 500 kilometers range new, after 250,000 kilometers it has between 425 and 450 kilometers. Is it dramatic? No, it's still perfectly usable. And the replacement cost? Yes, expensive now. But the reality is almost nobody needs complete battery replacement. Tesla and other manufacturers already offer individual module repair. You don't change the entire battery, only damage cells. Cost, 2,000 to 4,000 euros depending on how many modules. And second, battery cost is falling dramatically. In 2015, they cost $1,000 per kilowatt hour. In 2024, $130. In 2030, it's estimated they'll drop to $50. A 60 kilowatt hour battery in 2030 would cost 3,000 euros. Less than a rebuilt diesel engine. Truth number 6. Official dealerships don't make money with them either. I talked to a BMW dealership technician who also sells electrics. The i3 and i4 we sell almost never come back to the shop, only for annual 1-hour inspections that don't generate real income. With combustion cars, 30% come back with problems between services. That's where we make money. Official dealerships have the same problem as independents. Electrics don't generate after-sales income. That's why many dealerships don't want to sell electrics. They prefer to sell diesel and gasoline that will need constant maintenance for 10 years. It's an obsolete business model colliding with superior technology. Truth number 7. The automotive industry is terrified engine oil manufacturers, filter manufacturers, spark plug manufacturers, clutch manufacturers, turbo manufacturers, injector manufacturers, exhaust manufacturers. That entire industry is worth hundreds of billions of euros globally, and electrics make none of that necessary. That's why you see so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt about electrics in media. It's not coincidence. There are massive economic interests in maintaining the status quo. But physics doesn't lie. A motor with 20 moving parts will always be more reliable than one with 2,000. It's simple math. Truth number 8. The real cost of ownership is much lower. Let's calculate total cost of ownership in 10 years, 200,000 kilometers. Diesel car, regular maintenance, 3,500 euros. Average repairs, 2,800 euros. Fuel at 6 euros per 100 kilometers average, 12,000 euros. Total, 18,300 euros. Electric. Car, regular maintenance, 900 euros. Average repairs, 400 euros, only suspension tires. Electricity at 4 euros per 100 kilometers average, 5,600 euros. Total, 6,900 euros. Difference, 11,400 euros saved in 10 years. And this without counting that the electric is worth more in resale because it has less mechanical wear. Truth number 9. The problems they do have are different. I don't want to paint a perfect picture because it's not. Real problems I've seen. In electrics, complex electronics that can fail. Screens, sensors, computers. This is expensive to fix. Tires that wear faster due to instant motor torque. Climate control system that significantly affects range. Slow charging in extreme cold. Batteries lose efficiency below 5 degrees. And the real problem, charging infrastructure still insufficient for long trips in many places. But note something important. None of these problems is the motor or transmission. Those are perfect. Truth number 10. The transition is inevitable, whether they like it or not. Mechanics can hate them. The industry can resist. Lobbies can create fear. But physics wins, always. A simpler, more efficient, more durable, cheaper to maintain motor will always win long term. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Mechanic from Valencia, 54 years old, told me something that sums it all up. I've been fixing combustion cars for 30 years. They're complex, they break, they give me work. I understand perfectly how they work. But if I were honest with myself, if I had to choose a car for my son that would last him 20 years without problems, I'd buy him an electric, because I know he won't need me. That's the most brutal truth of all. So to summarize the 10 truths: 1. Mechanics hate them because they eliminate 70% of their business. 2. Electric motors last 1 million kilometers without repair. 3. Brakes last 5 times longer due to regenerative. 4. Maintenance costs 70% less. 5. Batteries last much longer than people think. 6. Official workshops don't make money with them either. 7. Multi-billion industry is threatened. 8. Real ownership cost 11,000 euros cheaper in 10 years. 9. They have different problems, not mechanical ones. 10. The transition is inevitable. My personal conclusion after 6 months researching: you don't need to buy electric now if it doesn't suit you. Range, price, infrastructure may not be adequate for you yet, but don't believe the manufactured fear about their durability. The data is clear. They're more reliable and durable than combustion, not less. The resistance you see isn't because they're bad cars. It's because they're so good that they threaten an entire economic ecosystem built on the idea that cars need constant maintenance. And leave me in comments: do you have an electric car? What's been your real experience? Are you considering buying one? Hit like if this changed your perspective. Share with someone who believes electrics break more. And subscribe, because the next video will be: I bought a used electric car with 150,000 kilometers. This is what I discovered when checking the battery. Truth doesn't need marketing. It only needs data. See you.